A very good morning to one and all present here. I am NC2 Mahesh from Jeppiaar Engineering College, 4th TN Naval Technical Unit, NCC, Madras Group B, with the blessings of late Colonel Dr. Jeppiaar, founder of Jeppiaar Educational Trust, and with the support of Dr. M. Regeena Jeppiaar, Chairman and Managing Director of Jeppiaar Group of Institutions, Dr. V. Natarajan, Principal of Jeppiaar Engineering College, Chennai. We, the Naval Cadets of Jeppiaar Engineering College, are delighted to conduct this motivational webinar in order to observe and celebrate National Civil Service Day. The Government of India celebrates April 21st of every year as Civil Service Day as an occasion for the civil servants to ready date and themselves to cause the citizens and renew their commitment to people service and excellence in work. Now, let's welcome our chief guest, retired Honorable Flying Officer M.N. Viswanbharan, sir. Sir has joined the Indian Airforce on 22nd March 1980 and retired on 31st May 2017. After 37 years of tireless service, he has also received an honorary rank from the President of India on 26th January 2017. He is also one of the eminent officers who provide immense support during the Kargil War. Currently, he is serving as the President of Aparna, ex-serviceman club, and also a treasurer of Residents Association. Dear sir, we are extremely grateful to you for taking this time out of your busy schedule to attend the webinar. Your presence makes the day exhilarating for all the cadets, sir. Now, before starting the session, I request you all to listen to a few instructions. If you have any queries regarding the topic, kindly type them and send it in the chat box at the end of the session. The link for the feedback form will be provided in the chat box at the end of the session. So thank you for your patient listening. Sit back and enjoy our webinar. Sir, we may start the webinar, sir.
Hey students, good morning.
Yes, sir.
I hope you all are fine. And you know the problems we are facing in India now. Take care. It is very dangerous situations. First of all, I will take your own security first. Okay, now I hope there is no class now. Are you attending the regular class?
Yes, sir.
No? Okay. I already, your Ashik has informed about me. He is briefed very well about my profile. Once again, I am telling that I am Honorary Flying Officer M.N. Viswanbharan, retired from Indian Air Force after 37 years of service. I belong to Pathanamthitta, Kerala. You must have heard. Where is Kerala? Where is Pathanamthitta? Pathanamthitta is the district that the Sabarimala Ayyappa temple is situated. You must have heard about the Sabarimala Ayyappa temple. That temple is in Pathanamthitta district, Kerala. My dear, if I talk about the military services, our Indian military force consist of mainly three groups. Our Indian military forces mainly consist of three groups. That is Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. Other than these forces, we have many paramilitary forces. That is, one is BSF. BSF means Border Security Force, who are the people guarding our border area. The next one is CRPF, Central Reserve Police Force. The third one is ITBP, Indian Tibet Border Police. And the last one is CISF, Central Industrial Security Force. So these all are the paramilitary forces. They are also supporting our main military forces, Army, Navy, and Air Force. My dear gentlemen, I can talk about the Air Force. I served in the Air Force. Since I served in the Air Force, I can give a small brief about Indian Air Force. It established on 8th October 1932. The Indian Air Force is established on 8th October 1932. That time it was known as the Royal Air Force because we were under the rule of British. We were under the rule of British government. The first chief of the Air Force was Air Marshal Subrata Mukherjee. You must have heard about these all names. The first chief of the Air Force was Air Marshal Subrata Mukherjee, Air Chief Marshal. The highest rank in the Indian Air Force is Air Chief Marshal. His name is Subrata Mukherjee. He also known as the father of the Air Force. The Subrata Mukherjee is known as the father of the Air Force. At present, you know who is our chief? At presently, our chief of the Air Force is Rakesh Kumar Bhaduria. Rakesh Kumar Bhaduria is our present chief. You must have heard. Mainly, the Air Force consists of two categories. You may be knowing that the two categories, that is men and officers. I joined as a men, that is airmen. And the next one is officers. You people are the qualified to appear for the officers, because the engineering students and graduates, they are eligible to appear for the officers grade. I joined just after 10th class. That time, the minimum qualification to join in the Indian Air Force as a airman, the qualification was minimum 10th class. Now this changed. Now the minimum qualification is required 12th class to join as airman. Because you people already cleared that part. Now you people are going to complete the graduation, BTech. The good graduation you are going to earn, because you people should go as a officers. That is better. I will advise you go for the, and join in the Air Force as a airman. No, that grade is passed because you are all graduate students. We can in the Indian Air Force, now the present qualification is 12th class. The science students, now first I will clear about the airmen, then I will go to the Air Force, air officers. The men side also there are two categories, that is technical and non-technical. It may benefit for your brothers and your relatives. The technicians and non-technicians. After 12th class, those who are completed with the science group, they can eligible to appear for the technical groups. The other people, those who are gone with the arts subjects, they can go as a non-technical trades. As already I cleared that, I completed my 10th class. My elder brother is also was in the Air Force. He only took me to Bombay, and I joined in the Air Force with his help. Now no relatives can carry their brothers and relatives to the other states. If you are from Kerala, you have to get enrolled in Kerala only. But earlier it was not like that. My brother was in service, so he could take me to Bombay, and I joined from the Bombay only. Just after 10th, I was not knowing anything about service, and I was not that much brilliant also in the study. But still, with the efforts of my brother, I joined in Indian Air Force. As Amrish told that on 22nd March 1980. 22nd March 1980 was my enrollment date. That means tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 22nd March. That was my enrollment day, 1980. Okay, gentlemen. Then that is I joined as a non-technical trades, because the non-technicians are controlling the administrative sector. In Air Force, there are two sectors. One is administrative sector, another one is technical sector. The technicians, those who are completed the 12th class with the science group, they are going as a technicians, and they are supporting the flying side. I already told the Air Force there is one flying side is there, one administrative side is there. Those who are joined as a non-technical trades, they are working the administrative side. Those who are enrolled as a technical tradesman, they are supporting the flying side. There are so many trades are there. Like you are studying the ITA and all, there will be so many trades like that in Air Force also. There are so many, about 56 trades are there. Each trades, they got their own duties and responsibilities. All the trades, they got their separate duties. Not all the airmen are working together and the same subject. No, everybody is having their own trades duties. I was a clerk GD. My trade was clerk GD. So I was working the administrative side. Administrative side, you know that what are the jobs are there on the administrative side? There are a lot of jobs. We have to make preparation for the ration, We have to make the preparation for the accommodations. We have to make the preparation for the travel, the issuing the CV and warrant, and so many help you have to give. If there is any eventuality happens, the flying side will go for the fighting side, and you have to give all the ground support to the fighting side. That is the administrative side is doing. Then the next one, I already told about the airman side. The next one is officers. As officers, the minimum qualification is degree. You people are lucky and you are all going to complete the BTech degrees and you can appear for, go for a officers. But how to join as officer? Now I will tell you that in a year, there are 2 times. One is in March, another one is in August. To joining the Air Force, there are common admission tests, AFCAT. It is called as a AFCAT, Air Force Common Admission Test. That is in the month of March and the month of August. You have to go through the advertisement and all. You have to appear for that. You will be selected as Air Force from that examination only. It is very critical examination, very difficult one. Only the intelligence one, the smart one can only select it through that test. Otherwise you have to go, those who are the NDA students, they will be getting selection from the NDA sides. That is some more easy. They will be from there, that side, it is more selections are getting from NDA side. They can go, they can choose any force, Air Force, Navy, and the Army. Whichever they like, they can go for that. But the AFCAT, that is Air Force Common Admission Test. If you are appearing that test, you will be selected as an Air Force officer only. In officer side also, there are 2 sections. One is flying side, flying pilots. Flying pilots, a technical side, it is coming flying pilots and AEL officers, AEM officers, mechanical officers, and all communicate. That is AEL means communication officers, communication officers. That is AEL. Another one is AEM, maintenance officers. And the third one is flying pilots. The pilots only will take the aircraft. The other, AEM doing all the mechanical job of the aircraft. AEL is giving all the communication job of the aircraft. Okay, that is one group, one side. That is AEL, AEM, flying pilots. They are all coming as a technical officers. And the other side is, likewise the airman side, there is also administrative officers. The administrative officers is mainly comes the medical officers. Medical officer is just after taking this BTech, they cannot join as a medical officer. They are doctors. The minimum qualification, they should have the MBBS degree. After MBBS degree, they are joining in the Air Force as a doctor. They are doing all the duties of the doctor in the hospital, Air Force hospitals. They are working. So that is me. The first one is administrative, that is Air Force medical officers. Another one is admin officers. You must say the admin officer means they are doing all the headquarters job. That is traveling, other ration side, and all they are looking after. The third one is the logistic officer, who are all supporting the clothing side and clothing issues of the officers and men and all doing the logistic officer. The third one is education officer. Education officer is the most important one, because since the training period onwards, since the training center onwards, they are only teaching us the ABCD of the Air Force, because they are the teachers. Education officer, very valuable one. They got more weight than other officers, because we are learning everything from this officers only. That is education officers. Another one is what I call students, logistic officer, account officers. Account officer means all the accounting side. You know that there are lakhs of people are working in the Air Force. For them, the payment has to give in time. Their allowances has to give in time. All the medical claim has to clear in time. For that, there are officers, that is account officers. Actually, is it clear to you? In technical trades, there are AEL, AEM flying pilots, flying pilots officers. The admin side is medical officers, education officers, logistic officers, admin officers, and account officers. So these are the two sides of the officer side. So in the other ways, that part is over. Okay, airman and officer, I told about the men side, and another side I told about the officer side. Services provide us lot of opportunities and privileges. Lot of opportunities. If you are joining us in Air Force, after joining the Air Force, you can go for any other higher educations. Any other higher education. If you are getting better job than this Air Force job, you can give resignations. You will be getting the discharge within 28 days. You have to clear the examination. Some are IAS officer or IPS officer, like that. If you want to go that side, you can resign from the Air Force and go. The better opportunity is that you can go for the well education after joining in the Air Force. As I told earlier about me, I joined as a 10th class student. 10th, just I passed the 10th standard. But I too got an opportunity. After joining the Air Force, I completed my BA degree. Because my first posting was Air Force Station, New Delhi. First posting in 1980, I posted to Air Force Station, New Delhi. There's a barracks as a bachelors. For bachelors, there are barracks are there. We are living together in a one bunker, in one hall. About 20 to 25 people are staying in one big hall. 20-25, one charpai, one trunk box, or one buckets. There's only one cupboard. These are the only items with us. When I went to that first posting, I gone to my barracks. I have seen the next day morning that in all the charpais, people are sitting and doing something. I inquired, what do you people are doing it? They are all telling that we are doing the higher education. That time only I could understand that we can continue the study. One of my friend who is from my neighborhood, he advised me, Viswanbharan, you also start your study now. You are just complete only 10th. You have to start your study. As per his advice, I had taken correspondence course from Punjab University. You must have heard about Punjab University. I had taken my 11th class admission from Punjab University. Because I was not much enough to study. I was not that smart for study. Just, as I told that, just I completed, somehow I completed my 10th class. But when I reached that first unit, my friends, my next best people, they are all studying. They are advised me. Then my brain started to work. Yes, I too have to do something. Then the next month onwards, I taken my admission from Punjab University. I taken my pre-degree. Then I completed my BA degree from the same university. After that, still I was liking to continue for my PG. By the time, unluckily, I got married at the age of 26. Then all the study, all of the distance. Then I could not study complete. So these are the opportunity when you are doing the first privilege. You can go for any other higher educations. You are getting all the facilities. You can go for the examination. You will get the permission to study. Nobody is going to stop. You can learn more about other subjects, and you can go for the other examination. You can go for them better than the service. Like IAS officer, you can become the IAF officer, IFS officer. All you can do it. That is because of the service only. I will remember about my service. Because of my service, the service has given me everything. I was nothing. Just there was not much property and all. I was at the home side because the service only given me everything. I got the better education. I could give the education to my two daughters. They all completed the PGs and all. As I already informed this one biodata. My first daughter is a bank manager. They are all born and brought up in service only. Throughout the service, they are with me. At the age of 26, I got married. That time always my family is with me. I could give better education to my two daughters. The first one is the bank manager. The next one at at Paris. I already informed that. So these are the best opportunity we are getting from the service. And also it builds us mentally and physically strong. Service is making us, let it be any, this type of people, they will become more courageous. They will become more energetic. They will become mentally and physically, they will be strong after joining the service. I don't know how. The main thing is that discipline. The discipline is the main subject in the service, that making us everything smooth and fine and better livelihood. That is the discipline. The discipline, attitude, and commitments are the main success of our military force. These three things are very much essential. One is discipline, the attitude, the commitments. These are the main success of a military force. During my end of service, the Kargil War, I went to the Ashika stores. The Kargil War took place when the 1999. The 1999, that was, unfortunately, I was in my record office, New Delhi. New Delhi, from there, our main duty was to post out the post, take out the, pick up the people from the other locations. Like the South Indians, complete unit, we have picked up. From Southern Company, we had cleared all the people to the border area, Jammu and Kashmir. This was our main duty from the AFRO, that is Air Force Recording Office. They are only doing all the postings and necessary requirement, the manpower we are providing the required sectors. That time it was happened the Kargil. Kargil is the place where in the Kashmir Valley. Kargil is the place where in the Kashmir Valley. When that conflicts took place against the Pakistan, the manpower was required. We taken out all the people from the Southern Air Commands and the training center. Training commands, that is in the Bangalore. Bangalore and Southern Air Command and Trivandrum area completely cleared and airlifted to Kashmir side. The full support was given to our Air Force. Still, unluckily, sorry to say that, we have lost about 527 brave soldiers. 527 brave soldiers we lost in that conflict during the Kargil War. Also injured, about 1,500 people injured. Unfortunately, the main loss was that just recently commissioned officers passed out from the training center. Officers, the young officers, just they passed out from the training center. I am at Dehradun. They are all, most of all the people have been casualties. That was very pathetic situation that day. But still, we want the things. I also posted to a number of stations in the different parts of the India with my family, and I could give better education to my children. Presently, I am performing as Ashika told, presently I am performing as a president of Afarna ex-serviceman club. The Afarna is all the three forces, that is Air Force, Army, and Navy. The first two letters of Air Force, the first two letters of Army, and the first two letters of Navy, that is Afarna ex-serviceman club. We are doing some charity clubs and we are giving some scholarship to the students, those who are studying better in the education side, and we are giving the scholarship. And the poor, we are helping the poor people. Some financial support we are giving to the poor people. This type of things that we are doing from our club. Then also there is I am working as a treasurer of the residents associations. After my arrival only, just last year only it was formed. Better way it is going on. Since the corona happens, we are unable to do the meetings and all. Still, we are meeting the people. We are doing all the support during this corona disease time. Those who are affected, we are providing the rations and other required things. Finally, my dear, I would like to appeal to you all and your younger brothers, kindly try to join with our defense. Try to join with our defense and defend our country from our enemy side. defend our country. You are the young people. You are the future of tomorrow. And try to and advise your younger brothers. And you take interest to join as officer. I will advise join as officer only. Officer only, because you are already a graduate students. And those who are completed, they can go as a men's aid. Okay, this is much only, dear Ashik, I can tell you. Thank you very much and good luck. Jai Hind. If there is anything to ask, please, you are welcome to ask.
Yes, sir. Dear participants, if you have any queries regarding the topic, you may ask sir by typing in chat box, or you may unmute yourself and ask him.
Ashik, just I want to ask you, my speech was clear or not?
Yes, sir, it was clear.
Was it clear?
Yes, sir, it was clear.
Okay. Then you tell me, ask me.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. My name is Nijin Joy.
Good.
I am studying now engineering.
You belong to where, Divedi?
Engineering.
No, you belong to which place?
I am from Pathanamthitta.
Pathanamthitta.
Yes.
Oh, that is my same district.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am also from Pathanamthitta. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am an engineering student.
Okay.
Sir, I want to become a IAF officer because I have little stammering issue. Is there any problem to join?
No. There is no problem. Stammering is allowed. There's a certain limits are there. It is allowed. There are many people they work with me with the same problem of stammering. No, I don't feel that much stammering when you talk to me now. Okay. You
Sir,
you go ahead. No problem.
Certain words I have little stammer to pronounce.
Eh? No, it is clear to me. Whatever you told, it is very much clear to me.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Very good.
Sir.
You go. Don't just hide.
Sir, I am
Okay.
thank you, sir. I am average in study.
Your average is study.
What are the steps to take to overcome the IAF officer to become
my dear, there are so many coaching classes are going there. Okay. You have to go that coaching. Otherwise, just you are going straight and appearing for the examination. It is not possible because my experience. I am telling you that my second daughter, she was with me throughout the service, and she was very brilliant also. She was very good knowledge in English and other things. But 3 times she appeared for the AFCAT, Air Force Common Admission Test. Still, she could not clear the examination because there I did not send her for a coaching class. For any joining for the examination, my dear, coaching class is very much important. First of all, I will advise go for a coaching class. From there, you will get clear things. Okay.
Sir, what are the physical fitness needed to join IAF?
Physical fitness is minimum height 156 centimeter minimum height. Okay, sir. Okay.
I have 180 centimeters.
That you are much this one, yeah. You are very long one.
Okay. Sir. Thank you.
Minimum height is only 156.
Okay,
is required. And I don't think that you are any overweight also. You will be a medium weight.
Yes, sir, 65.
And you have to do some physical activities. You have to go for a walking. You have to do some exercise. Physically, you must be strong.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Coaching class is very much essential, my dear.
Yes, sir.
If you are,
I will do.
Okay. Then next. Anybody is having any doubt?
There is some questions in chat box, sir.
Okay. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Ashik. Is there any other questions?
Yeah, sir. One question is in the chat box, sir.
Uh,
Sir, Officer Gunjan Saxena was the first woman Air Force officer who served in the Kargil War. Have you had any encounters with her, sir? What is your opinion about women working in the Air Force?
Oh, I left that subject. I forgotten to tell you that, my dear, earlier women also, earlier the women were not allowed in the, were not enrolled in the Air Force. But I think the 1991, it started as a short service commission. First, they have to sign for 5 years only. First, it was permissible only 5 years. That is short service commission. After that, it was extended for another 5 years. But the maximum 10 years of service, they have to get out from the service. But some of the lady officers went to the Supreme Court. They got the verdicts as per their decisions. Now the women officers also can serve as the men officers. There is no difference. They can do the full services. There are so many ladies officers in the Air Force. So many in the all sector, in the flying side, the admin side, any side, women officers, only the men side, ladies are not permissible. Till now, I hope tomorrow it will start. Officers, the ladies also, there is no difference. They are also like the gents only. They can do it. They can do the full service now.
Yes, sir. The next question, sir.
No.
Sir, what are the physical fitness for Air Force? Sir, I am wearing specs. Is that allowed in Air Force?
Yeah, once again, please.
What are the physical fitness for Air Force? Physical fitness, sir.
Physical fitness.
I am wearing specs. That is allowed in Air Force.
It is allowed. Nowadays, my dear, you can see that the young students, most of all the people are wearing the specs, because the condition is like that. We are since childhood onwards, you people are using the mobiles, you people are doing this all the networking business through the other medias. The most of all, the about 75% people are wearing that spectacle. That spectacle is allowed in the Air Force. Spectacle is allowed. And the physical fitness is, the physical fitness, as I already told earlier, that 156 centimeter of height is required minimum. 156 centimeter of height is required minimum. And other, you can, they will be doing some of the physical test, that is running and push-ups, like that, some exercises they will ask to do it. You can do it. There is no problem. Only thing, the running is the main. You have to come as per within that particular time. They will be giving one time, 1.5 kilometer. You have to complete in a 30 seconds. That is 1 minute. 1.5 kilometer in 1 minute. I think if you are doing a regular exercise and running and all, you can do it. It is not so difficult.
Sir, what is the basic pay for Air Force officer?
My dear, this all changing from time to time. This all changing from time to time. During my service, about 3 pay commissions I have seen. All the pay and perks are getting changed during this pay commissions. The last pay commission was, I got it from in the 2017. 17, I got the pay the last pay commissions. The 7th pay commissions. That was 7th. The 5th pay commission, which I am seeing that. I was in service. I got the 5th. When I joined the service, my dear, I am telling that when I joined the service, my basic payment was only 250 rupees. Basic payment. But other than basic payment, we are getting the allowances also. Ration allowance, clothing allowance, some other medical allowances. So all we are getting. Altogether, I was getting 500 rupees in a month that time. Just about think that about 40 years back. 500 rupees. Then after that, this every year that increment will be coming, this increasing the increase. The fifth pay commission only some better payment I used to get it. But finally the seventh pay commission, when it come out, we were enough to meet our all requirements. Otherwise, just hand to mouth. The starting was only hand to mouth. Whatever we are getting, just we are with a very difficulty we are completing 1 month. Nothing. We cannot save anything that time. But now the situation has changed. When I retired from service, I was getting my payment of 1,05,000 rupees. So my last payment was 1,05,000 rupees. Just imagine that. Now the better. If you are doing as a airman also, you are getting starting payment is 35,000 rupees. 35,000 as a airman, men's side. Officers, they are getting about 55 to 60,000 rupees per month for officers starting. I will tell one example. One of my brother son, he is in army as a colonel. Now he is colonel. His basic payment is 1,60,000 rupees now. Now the service is better than any other service I am doing that. The payment side and all other facilities, it is better. You are getting a lot of money as allowances. You are getting free rations. You are getting free traveling. You can take your family to anywhere in the country once in a year for a trip. So that is a better way now. Better time now. Of course, yes, my dear, for everything there is a difficulties. All the jobs they got that certain problems. You are saying that the bank, those who are working in the bank, we were thinking that bank service is better. They don't have any problems. But no, not like that. Now I know my daughter is working as officer in the bank. She is having the problems. Mentally they are harassed. Lot of tasks it has been given there every now and then. Their working time, there is no working time. From morning 10 o'clock to night 8 to 9 o'clock they have to do the job. So it is everywhere. These problems are there. Any service, you take any service. So you don't think about that. You think about better. That's all. Next.
Yes, sir. What is the major difference between flying branch and the ground duty branch, sir?
Flying duty branch, the main difference is that flying duty side, they are getting a good amount of flying allowance separate. That is known as the technical allowances. Even if I talk about my side, men's side, the technical people, they used to get about that time 5,000 rupees more than my payment. My college as a technician, they were getting 5,000 rupees extra as a technical allowances. Like that, the officer side also, they are getting a flying allowances separate. That is a good amount. They are getting a flying allowances. They are getting a flying ration separate. Flying ration. Normal ration, everybody is getting. Other than that, they are getting a flying rations. That we cannot imagine what is that ration. Like that much they are getting. So that is the difference mainly, that they are getting better promotion, fast promotion. The flying side people, they are getting fast promotion than the admin officers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then.
Sir, should we choose short-term service or long-term service, sir? Which is best, sir?
Short out, gentlemen, that is up to you. See, now the initial stage, when you are joining, suppose when I joined, my initial engagement was 20 years. It was compulsory. It is compulsory. I have to sign for 20 years at the first time. Earlier it was 9 years, then 15 years, like that. But when I joined, now it is 20 years minimum you have to sign, 20 years. If you are leave the service, you can come out after 20 years. Or if you want to continue in the service, you can give the extensions like that. Of course, there are many people are going out before 20 years also because on combustion ground. Somebody want to go out as a combustion ground. What is combustion ground? Because their parents, they don't have anybody to support at the home site. Some other main casualties are happened. Such situations, they can ask for the immediate discharge from service. Otherwise, you have to continue 20 years first. Then, if you want to continue, you can give the extension. If you don't want to continue, after 20 years, you will be getting automatically discharged. That is.
Yes, sir.
Then, anybody else? I think actually, so most of the students, they are from Tamil Nadu or from Kerala.
Yes, sir. Tamil Nadu.
Anybody from northern side? Ashik?
Sir, I don't think so. There are any.
Any North Indian people are there? No.
No, sir.
Because most of the people from Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, I think that's all the questions, sir.
Ashik?
I
Sir,
think
there is
from Chennai.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Ashik? Hello?
So, what are the various methods of entering into Air Force for women?
I already told that there are there is one NDA side, National Defense Academy side is there. Those who are studying as a NDA students, they can join through NDA. Otherwise, I told you already that there are in a year there are two times, that is in March and September. There is a Air Force common admission test. These are the two chances you can join in the Air Force as officer. Otherwise, the men's side, every after 3 months, there are recruitments are taking place. For officers, 2 times in a year. That is in the month of March and another one is in the month of September. That all advertisements are coming through paper and TV and all. You can appear that time. But what I told you that before appearing, you have to go for a coaching class. That is very much essential. Ashik? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
I think you must have got your requirements now. Something about, I could clear your doubts.
yes, sir.
Okay, very much. Thank you. So we will call off now.
Yes, sir. I'll just say the vote of thanks, sir. It is an immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. Here, with the blessings of late Colonel Dr. Jeppiaar, founder of Jeppiaar Educational Trust, we have completed the webinar successfully. I would like to convey my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. M. Regeena Jeppiaar, Chairman and Managing Director of Jeppiaar Group of Institutions, Dr. V. Natarajan, Principal of Jeppiaar Engineering College, for supporting this initiative. I would like to thank our guest speaker, Honorary Flying Officer M. Viswanbharan sir, for inspiring us with your incredible journey and motivating youngsters to serve the country. I also wish to convey my sincere thanks to all the officers, PA staff, ANOs, NCC cadets, professors, and all the students who make this event more successful by gracing this occasion with your presence. Jai Hind.
Okay, thank you, Ashik. Thank you very much. All the best. Well wishes to you. Thank you.
Great, sir.
Dear participants, link for the feedback form is in the chat box. You may kindly fill it.
Okay, thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you, sir.
Green, sir.
Jain, sir.
Okay, again. Wish you all the best. Thank you.